Let's start to explore IBM App Connect Enterprise Toolkit, particularly the Microsoft Azure Blob Storage Request node. So we'll do a POC or a use case which actually do update or create blob data in Azure Blob Storage, and it will be happen by using Microsoft Azure Blob Storage Request. And as you know, the storage use uh, the discovery connector, so that everything you just need to put the details automatically, the schema policy all will be created. So as a first step, you should have a Azure account, and there you have to create a Azure storage account and container on it. And once it is done, you just go there and you can see there in the security networking access key, you have to take that key, that account storage account name and key. Once it is done, for this POC, what I did, I created one application, and in that application I created one message flow, and in that message flow you have to, what you have to go when it is blank, let's say it is not anything present, then in the first step I will go here and I will search for Microsoft Azure Blob Storage Request uh, node. When you click there, you will see launch content discovery. Here in the first step you might put the policy name, otherwise uh, for my case already it is there, so I just selected this, and also put a external vault location and put some key. You can test the vault access. Okay, vault access is present for me, and then you can do the launch discovery. As soon as you do the launch discovery, for my case as it is already present, it is not asking for the credentials, but for your case, in the first time it will ask for the credentials. So when you on this here, see, it will ask in this stage, when you select update create this stage, it will ask for credential, that whether it is basic auth, API key, or basic. I used to be API key, and that the details I show at the beginning, and that details, storage account name and key, I just paste here. Then I actually go to this stage. So blob, and then when you create this stage, it will ask for your credential, but for my case credential already there, so it will giving this container name, and then you have to put some test blob or whatever name you wanted to for this. So it's for testing now. Ultimately, what some length and some binary data below, ultimately I will show you. So once it is done, you can close this. So and in you can go your toolkit, and you see this one, it will come like this one. Once it will, if you save it, because I have not saved the earlier one, you will not able to see, but when you save, you see all those details will come. Then for my use case, I just created taking a mapper node. If you see only body, binary, or text, content length and content type you have to provide, then it will go. But for POC, whatever I do now, I just doing a test endpoint I put here, and with this test, this hard-coded data I'm just placing in that Azure Blob Store. After this, you see that when it is done, this Azure text vault and this policy automatically will come here. Once it is come here, you have to deploy everything in the integration server. Prior to deploy, you have to make sure that you put the external directory properly. The reason is that otherwise vault external vault details properly, otherwise it will not get the credentials. So it is very important that our credentials for connections we stored in a vault, so vault access should have for the integration server. Once you deploy, then you can open the integration web user, and uh, from there, if I open this, if you see here in the integration server, you can go quickly here, and you can let me see endpoint. This is my endpoint, so I can hit the endpoint. If I hit, then it will send a data to Azure Blob. So you see, I just add this. So let me see in my Azure Blob what is the situation. Yes, so you see in my Azure Blob, uh, in Azure Blob, there it is updated in 620 526. What is the my current time? So if I do again it will be refresh, because it will either create or update. So yeah, already 7 happened. So you see the 526, I just hit again, and you can see now. Let me see what is the value. So 526. Okay, let me refresh this page. Yeah, 527. So this is like whenever I hit this dummy value is updating because it is has same name. And another important thing I wanted to make sure that you follow, that in the help there is a tutorial. In tutorial you can quickly go and Azure Blob, let's say Blob Storage. So this is I also find interesting, so I wanted to showcase you. And then if you start here, it will come here, see, and you can import this data. This data is important. For example, how IBM is suggesting to do. For example, you just insert and then you take a response, and in the second chance you do the blob upload. The reason is that blob upload can take some time. In that case, the REST endpoint should not take time. So you can explore whatever documentation they are given, and for your flow, basically this is very small flow, but for your case there's multiple node will be there, custom code might be there, complex mapping will be there, and you have to uh, you have to use that Azure for particularly either to fetching data from Azure or inserting data. There is multiple method is present. And another important thing, that fault related, I wanted to update you that if you see here in the fault, when we do this in the application, there is a credential tag. You are able to see the credential. So this is for fault. Yeah, that's all. I think, I hope if you will also explore this thing, and almost all connector actually work that way. Or in the launch discovery content, if you have that authentication details, it will automatically create the policy credential in the vault, and then it's very easy, actually very easy and convenient way to complete the integration using IBM App Connect Enterprise Toolkit. That's all. Thank you.